Hi, everyone, and welcome to our question time and our dream time and having a look at all of that. So, it's so good to see you all again. Gosh, I'm missing Elisa though, right? Just so you'll know, she did say her knee's getting better. She's still working with it, but it's beautiful where she is. So, thanks for all your beautiful healing and your prayers for her. And yeah, I'm sure she's having an amazing time. So who have we got on? We've got our beautiful Dennis. Hello, Dennis. Wolf Love. Hello. Who else have we got on? Oh, we've got Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie. And we've got a Cosmic Bear. Hello, Cosmic Bear. And Cosmic Bear, thank you for all your beautiful comments. I do go back and read them when I have time for your healing, and I'm glad you're feeling better. That's awesome. Andromedan, hi. Desiree, goodness, who else have we got? Zan. Hi, Zan. That's my beautiful dream buddy. I didn't get to talk to her this morning. I did have a dream last night. So I might talk about that today. We'll just see. Okay, so I think we'll say hello to Jasper first. Oh, here's my big lug of a head. He's so beautiful. So Jazzy's saying hello to everyone. And we'll tune into Jazzy today as well and get a little bit of a reading. It was interesting. I think once it was a few weeks ago, someone was asking about the coloured skies that we were getting. Like there was some purple ones and there was all these blue, weird coloured skies. And so I remember tuning into Jasper and he was showing me like this cloud formation, but it looked different. And I've actually been doing a little bit of research since, and there's a lot of electromagnetic plasma buildup around the world. It's apparently, and this is why there's so much electrical activity, lightning going on. Believe it or not, lightning comes up from the earth and, well, it's drawn up from the earth, and then this electromagnetic storm or arena actually brings it out more. So yeah, so that's what he was trying to show me. Sometimes I haven't got the words for it, so it's really cool when I actually get to find out a little bit more about that, the basis behind it. So he does give us some good stuff, that boy. All right. So first of all, though, I'd really love to pull an animal magic card for you all. I don't know how you've all been going with this amazing energy that's coming onto the earth. I know I've been having pretty weird dreams and there's a lot going down. So let's pull an animal magic card and see what message these beautiful cards can give us for today. So for anyone that's watching this afterwards, you'll still get the energy of all of this as well. So we're going to do a little meditation this morning too, but we'll pull it. Oh, they all want to come out today. This is not good. Come back here, you. Come back here, you. All right, we'll try again. So they're all activating. Oh, you can see they're all just activating. They don't usually do this. So I'm going to be intrigued as to see which one comes out. All right. Oh, I'm getting told the top one, whatever that is. Fascinating. This has come up for someone just recently. We've got Pegasus. And as you can see, this is our beautiful flying horse. And Pegasus, the word that goes with that is integrity. So I'm going to tune into the card and see what's jumping out for me. Straight away, the wings are jumping out, and they can often look soft and feathered, or they can look very crystalline. Now, these wings are looking extremely crystalline. If you have a look there, you can actually see that they are looking crystalline. Now, to me, that's saying that we are still going through that processing of becoming more crystal. So going from carbon-based to crystalline. This raises our frequency, raises our consciousness. It also means we often have to go through a little bit of purification. So we're releasing old energy, old electromagnetic, old patterns. So if you've noticed that you've actually been going through some things, like just recently, I've been having all of these thoughts from like 25, 30 years ago popping into my head, and I hadn't even remembered those little scenarios. I'm going, this is so interesting. So yeah, so just notice what's popping in and then just release it, thank it, and release it. So the Pegasus, the integrity, it's about being true to ourselves, about holding our integrity when things are going on around us. What else is jumping out? Actually, the stars are really jumping out as well. So there's the star points there, but there's one down here, and I would suggest that's Venus, because that's often one of the brightest stars in our sky. So that's all about love, beauty, bringing through more joy. So I would say focus on that at the moment? What brings you joy? What brings you peace? What keeps you in your truth, in your heart? So thank you, Pegasus, for that reminder. And we're definitely turning more crystalline. That was a really, really strong aspect of that card. So that's our animal magic card. And I had someone ask me if we could actually do a little meditation to help to remind us how to clear our energy field. And it's really important at this time. I find that's something that helps keep me very well, is keeping my electromagnetic field. So some people call it your aura. It's that aspect surrounding our energy, surrounding our physical body. And there's many layers to it. But I'd just like to run you through a little meditation so we can get beautifully centered, open our heart, be receptive, and clear any hooks or cords or ties that we have that we're leaking energy to situations, to people, or to ourselves. Because if we've got a subconscious message or a pattern to be released, it can actually be released into our energy field, and we need to clear that so that the light, that higher frequency can come through to help with our the crystallization of our being. So I just want you to all sit really beautifully, comfortably, lie down, whatever works for you. Take a big breath in. And as you breathe out, just let yourself drop into your body. Just relax. Close your eyes. Another breath in. And this time as you breathe out, take your attention down into that beautiful heart of yours. And we're going to see or sense or feel vibrant white light coming through the heart. And again, allow this white light to expand through your whole body, up through your neck and head, down through your arms, all the way through your torso, your hips, this white light, and it vibrates down through your legs into your toes until every single cell is vibrating with this beautiful, intelligent consciousness of white light. And we're going to have the intention of opening our heart. And as we do so, allow that white light to release any pain or any blocks that are stopping us from living in unconditional love. Now connect into Mother Earth, into the core, the crystal core of Mother Earth. And as she sends up her own beautiful white light, receive this through your feet, up through your body, but also into your energy field. Allow it to keep moving, traveling up through your body, clearing your energy field until it's pouring out through the top of your head and flowing back down through your energy field. Have the intention of releasing any cords, any hooks, any ties that you may be losing energy from, whether it's to people or situations. It doesn't matter. Just see them melting with this white light being released. And as this happens, you feel a sense of space and of peace coming through. This white light will continue to run for you. And now we're going to do something else. We're going to connect into the violet flame. So this, to me, is the beautiful violet and white color that comes from amethyst. Imagine a piece of amethyst crystal sitting below your feet. And as we activate this crystal, we call through Saint Germain, who templated the violet flame here on earth. This violet flame then moves up through your body. Sometimes you can hear it crackling. The power of the electromagnetic aspect clears and transmutes anything within your energy field, purifying. Again, brings through clarity. You can sometimes feel a buzzing or hear a ringing in your ears as this energy runs through your whole being and your whole aura. That will also continue to run. And then when you're ready, just very gently wiggle your toes, focus on your breath. Feel the space that you've created with running this energy on yourself. And now, open your eyes and come back into the here and now. Okay, so that's something you can do whenever, if you're feeling a little bit, what's the word, out of balance, or you know that you've got a situation going on that can actually make you feel a bit tired or overwhelmed, you can just do those really simple procedures. I was actually running energy for you all as we were going through that simple meditation or energy activation. And as I said, anyone watching this afterwards, you will still get that hit of energy as you sit and do that. So great job, guys. Okay, let's start. We'll start with the questions. I'm just going to start from the top, and we're going to go through with our beautiful tarot cards and getting Jasper's help. So the first one is, of course, Dennis. Dennis the Menace. He's back. I love you heaps. All right, now you've got a full-on question to start with. So Voyager 1 and 2. Let me just pop this up so everyone can see it. Did the BH, Black Hats, send them out to see how much time they had left? Dennis, are you asking about with the time? Are you asking on a physical level for the Earth, or are you asking how much time that they had in power, or how much time was left with the planets? Okay, I'm just going to pull some cards on it, and I'm going to take it as to maybe, the actual the planets where they went in space. And you've actually got below there, the launch dates were September the 5th, 1977, and number 2 went out 15 days later on August the 20th, 1977. Yeah, and you've looked them up. Great, thank you. First thing is, I'm going to ask, was there really a Voyager 1 and 2? Because I remember actually reading somewhere that it was like $250 million back in 77. That was like a fortune. Did they really send up those 2 voyages, I guess we could ask. Let's ask our cards. Let's go back to basics. Remember, we learnt that lesson. Let's go back to basics and find out, first of all, if they actually did send something up into what they're calling space. All right, we've got a hot one right here. Let's just see what this has to tell us. Okay. Yeah, they did. Okay, so we have got the King of Swords, which to me is someone that speaks truth, that tells a true story, that has wisdom coming through, and the Ace of Pentacles. So that was manifested in reality. I just wanted to clarify that before we go on to then ask about, Eight of Pentacles. So they had been working on this for a very long time. So that's good to know. So we're on track with that. Okay, now let's just see what was the reason, or what was the outcome for it. So this are things I just don't think about. So thanks, Dennis. Always opening up these can of worms for us. Okay. Let's see what it was about. See if we can glean a bigger picture. And if you've got a more specific question, Dennis, just tack it down the end and we can take another look. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. I don't think it was for what they said it was for. Yeah. All right. So the first card up was our Five of Pentacles. Now, the Five of Pentacles means that there's been something going on that hasn't been great. It's been pretty hard. People have been left out in the cold. The 5 can mean change. And then we've got the Hanged Man. So this is a surrender card. This is also going internally to find out what we want. And then the Page of Wands, which is something new, like a message coming through. I'm wondering if they use these as a way of setting up. Yeah, Page of Swords has come up. Setting up a scenario so they then could keep asking for more money, because we know that's what they've done. The Page of Swords, to me, someone that is maybe not completely telling the truth. It's something new. So they were setting this up as a whole new way of getting money and also getting their story across. So that Page of Swords, I often think, no, you're not telling the complete story, and it's something fairly new that's on the scene. So, Dennis, I think it might have been a way of setting themselves up to be able to get a lot of funding. So I don't know if that helps your question. So, but thank you. All right. And if anyone's got any other comments, pop them in. It's really good to have your input as well. So, okay, what's the next one? Question from Wolf Love. Oh, okay. So we're talking about, was the flag with missing stars at Mr. T's rally a com? Surrender or die? Yeah, it was. I've actually noticed that one too, Wolf Love. And so let's ask first up if it was a com, and then we can ask what it was about, whether it was about, the BHs, that sounds terrible, doesn't it? The black hats, or the people that have been maybe not doing the best thing for humanity. Let's just see first of all if it was an actual com. All right. Oh, okay. I've got a hot one here. Let's have a look and see. Yeah. Yes, it definitely was. Oh, yes. You're not going to believe these cards. Here we go. So the Temperance card. Now, to me, this is something that's it's around patience, which we've all had a lot of around this game. It's also about something shifting, something changing, and it can be physically, it can be on a perception, it can be a reality change. So that Temperance card was first one up. Ace of Wands, that's my yes. Now, the Ace of Wands can also, believe it or not, even though it's a wand, which means things are going to move quite quickly, which is great, can also have a background with some financial aspects, even though it's usually pentacles. Then we've got our Four of Swords. So there's a lot more hidden than we know in those comms. So this is what we're going to ask next. Next is, what were the comms? So yes, it was actually a com, which is really nice to get clarity on. I mean, that man, he doesn't do much without it being a message, and depends whose the message is for, right? So let's just see what aspects of that com actually were being put out for us. All right. And you've talked specifically about the stars, but I think we're going to tune into the whole flag here, because I'm going to ask for separate. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We've got a Two of Swords. This is about people being blinded to a situation, but having to make a choice, having to make a decision. And it's usually mental. They usually have to make a decision about something. So that could be about that surrender or die, judgment. I love it when this card comes up when we're asking questions like this. To me, this judgment is actually bringing things up to a head. It is actually saying it's time. Things are going to change. There's going to be something that comes through from that. And I'm just also getting a little bit of a download with the energy that we're talking about. It was for both sides. It wasn't just for the black hats. Military card. We've got our Knight of Swords. This was a com for both sides. So this was saying we're on, game on. And it's like, almost feels like an activation card, but I'm going to just check in to see if there was anything around the finances with this as well. Because remember, there was also silver and gold, oh my goodness, on the flag. We've got the Tower card, people. This is it's going on at the moment, isn't it? Look at everything that's happening in our share market, silver, everything's dropping. But we knew this was going to happen. So the Tower card, this Tower moment, is almost a changing of the guard, something's going down, because when that Tower card comes up, we know that there's actually a big shift happening. So I really feel that was like a com that was bringing us into that place. Three of Wands has come up. So this is looking forward towards the future and letting go of the past. So we're definitely coming into new territory, whether it's on all fronts is what I'm getting from those cards. So that was a really good question. And yeah, I feel it was like the last warning in a way. And for us to know that, hey, what are you doing? Have you got yourself sorted out with where you're at with finances, whatever? Yeah. So it's all going to happen. Okay. Thank you for the question, Wolf Love. Let's keep going. Beautiful Dennis, you're talking about your ice cream. I love it. Okay. All right, Dennis, another question. The recent earthquakes have been going off in a straight line around the Earth, some at 10 meters. Now, for those of you that don't know the specifics of whether it's 3, 5, or 10 meters, it's very unusual for an earthquake for earthquakes to register at exactly 10 kilometres. It's actually 10 kilometres. I think that's what Dennis meant. Like the dumps. Is Mother getting in on the game now to kick out the black hats? So Mother Earth. Dennis, it's really interesting you ask this because we're not shown. I never watch mainstream media news anyway, but they're not showing what's truly going on in the world. There are so many flash floods, there are so many earthquakes, and we said this was going to happen in different regions. It would happen at different times. And absolutely, Mother Earth is shaking. She's shaking. This is one of her cycles, and we're in a huge time of change. She's in on the act. So there's sinkholes appearing in places. I don't follow many people, but there's a wonderful guy here in Australia called Dave Oneegs, Oneegs. He's on Telegram, and he's brilliant. He actually gets all of this stuff and shows you what's happening with our weather, with our earth changes. He was the one we had up on, it was probably, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 months ago when they had the floods here down in Lismore. And he was on the jet ski going around saving people and animals, just doing an amazing job. He had footage of being above the power lines. That's how big these floods were. So, and he's all over it. He knows what's going on. So if you want to follow someone around this sort of information as well, yeah, go follow Dave Oneegs. He's amazing. Now, let's have a look and see. You know, when those earthquakes are going off at that level, I would say maybe Mother Earth has some help. Maybe there's something going on that they're clearing out, you know, like, yeah, and helping to stop any more in and out flow with people, especially little people. So let's have a look and see. Let's ask our beautiful cards. Is this Mother Earth, or is there help coming through? Yeah. I'm with what's coming up here. Let me just check between these two. Oh, that one's tingling away. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love that. 4 of Swords. So this is deep, and this is mystery, and this is something that's hidden. So I feel that this is actually can also be attributed to maybe the white hats doing something, a military, whatever it is, because the next card up is the Page of Swords. So we're not going to get the full truth around this. I think I've said this before, there's a lot of aspects that are the earth actually going through a shift and shaking and waking us up. Are they acts of God as well? Yeah, probably. But there's also some action that's been taken by the Alliance, because we've just got the Emperor card come up, which to me is the Alliance card, or the good guys that are working behind the scenes, Mr. T card. So yeah, Dennis, bit of both. Okay, so your question, yeah, there's 2 aspects there to that. So it is the white hats that are doing stuff, and with the dumbs, and it's also Mother Earth, God, doing this huge cycle of change and shift up. So, well, good question. Yay, we've got a dream. I love it. Dennis has got a dream. Let's put this up. So, as you know, guys, I love dream analysis, and my beautiful buddy Zandy's on today. So, I use my Betty Beth Ladd's The Dream Book. Most of you know about this one by now. And we can look at colors, numbers. We can give the dream a name, like a movie. We can look at the characters in it. So I'm going to read Dennis's dream, and Dennis will have a look at this for you, and then we can also pull cards on it. So Dennis has asked, for the past 3 weeks, I've been going around helping women in my dreams. Good man. Only women. The past 2 days, I've been having confrontations with 2 specific women. Why just these 2, and why now? Okay, so let's have a look first of all. What does a woman mean? So, and I often see things as a reflection in a dream. So if we're dreaming about something, it can be an aspect of us. So if you look up woman or female, a female aspect is around intuition, creativity. It's also can allow something in, because the yin is the receiver. So nurturing. So these, have you been nurturing yourself enough? Have you actually been nurturing that feminine aspect of you? Have you been giving yourself time for nurturing, for creativity, for just being gentle with yourself as well? So if you're helping women, then you're also maybe helping that feminine aspect within you, and then having a confrontation. So what is it that's ready to come up for you? So what if these women in your real life are showing you an image, or showing you, being your mirror? What aspect of you is wanting to come up maybe for to be looked at from your subconscious, the feminine aspect. So remember, the feminine is that silver side, that left aspect of our energy force. Tune into that and ask your beautiful divine feminine what it is that is shifting. And remember too, Dennis, it was only a few weeks ago that we did a divine feminine in it was activation circle, and that was the day that we got the news that the queen had died. So it was handing over the reign. So maybe this is a new aspect of your feminine coming through, and there's got to be, like I've always say, you've got to throw out the old clothes to put the new beautiful ones in. So this may be what you're doing is being shown what aspects of you, your feminine aspects, are coming up to be released, so you can bring through more of this divine feminine. So it's a pretty cool dream, Dennis. Let me have a look at the cards. Let's just see if we can get a little bit of clarity for you on these as well. And when you're having it for 3 weeks, it's definitely a message that something's changing. You're not going to believe this. The first card up is the Queen of Wands. I love this card. To me, she has integrity. She's intuitive. See that black cat? Intuition, spiritual, everything we've just talked about. So there's definitely an aspect of you that you're tapping into. And let's just see what the message is for you. Now you've got the King of Wands. Okay, so to me, this is someone that really brings through truth, something that can happen quite quickly. So you're balancing up that masculine, feminine side. See, look at this. You can't make this stuff up. So you're definitely having a balance, and there's maybe more of that feminine, divine feminine coming through for you. And at 9 of Wands, it looks like it could have been a bit of a hard road to get to this place. So it's a really beautiful turning point for you. And the fact that he's still holding that wand, it's nearly finished. So this is okay. It will settle down. But thank, in your mind's eye, in your heart, just thank the women that you're having the confrontations with. Go in and look at what within you maybe are you having a little bit of an issue with that wants to come through. So thank you for sharing your dream. So, and actually, I also just want to share a dream I had, and this was like 2 nights before we did that beautiful divine feminine initiation circle. I had a dream that I was actually holographic. So I was a hologram. So I'm standing here in my dream as me, as a hologram, and all around me were these different scenarios or different experiences that I could choose. And I was going, oh, I have to learn how to activate these as a hologram. And so I was picking out a few things. It was like picking out CD discs or something, and I had to learn how to work with them. So to me, what that was saying is that my frequency has changed, my energy's changed, and I'm going to be working in a different way through spirit, through my consciousness. So that was a pretty cool dream as well. Let's have a look and see. Hi, Andromedan. Okay, so Andromedan has asked, was there a reset? Andromedan, that's a really broad question. Are you talking about in the past, like they talk about the Tartarian, the mud floods, and all the things that might have happened to create a reset here in this video game on this earth plane? Or are you meaning more recently? Can you just give me a little bit more information on that one? That'd be great. Thanks, Andromedan. Who else we've got? Trixie as well. Hi, Trixie. Okay, what else have we got? Wolf lovers. Yep, Zan's on. Who's got a carrot cake? Cosmic Bear. Are you sharing that carrot cake? Oh, and Dennis is saying you won't believe the new colours we get to see in the future. Thank you, Dennis, because I want to pop this up quickly because this morning I was doing my sunning. I love it. It's Wednesday morning for me, so I get up. I'm always up early, but I do my sunning, and I actually had the little aha moment to ask you guys, have you been doing sunning? Now, for those of you that don't know what that is, it's actually allowing the sunlight to come through your eyes into your body. I bring it through into my pineal gland, into my brain, and I activate it that way. You can do it with your eyes closed and just gently look at the sun and do this. Or if it's early in the morning, they say within an hour of sunrise or an hour of sunset, you can do it with your eyes open. But if you're only just starting to do this, I would just blink a lot. So as you're doing, you can actually blink a lot and let the sun come in that way. And then when you close your eyes, what I find is you get these incredible colors, which is, thank you, Dennis, for reminding me. This morning, I was just getting the most incredible aquamarine blue with purple around it. And I was bringing that in, and it was disappearing straight away into my brain, into my pineal gland to activate it. I always make sure I have the intention of being connected into the great central sun as well. That is the power behind our sun. So that I do that every morning. If you're not in a place that's sunny, you can actually just have the intention of being able to see the sun and bring the energy through that way. So that's, yeah, that, thank you. That just reminded me. Good call. Tribal's on as well. So Desiree's saying felt very weird in the last few weeks. Yeah, Desiree, yeah, me too. And it's this amazing energy coming in. I know a lot of people have been talking about this solar flash or the rapture, but I've always just had this feeling and knowing that we're doing it on an incremental, gradual level. We're being allowed to go through what they used to do as a reset. At the moment, I feel that we're actually being given the opportunity to go through this huge shift and change while we stay here, while we're present here in physicality. So you're going to feel weird, and just run some energy on yourself. Just make sure that you're getting enough sleep, drinking enough water, just taking care of yourself. Yeah, there's a lot of energy coming in. I've had this incredible ringing in my ears. I do get tinnitus, but this has just been off the charts. So it's about keeping ourselves clear and letting that energy actually flow through. So, Dennis, Wolf Love felt very weird yesterday. Yeah. And it's so nice, isn't it, to be able to just chat about this and know you're not alone. As if I'm going through something, I'm going through a shift, or I'm in the void, or going through an initiation. It's so nice to hear that other people are also going through things. So you're not alone. Everyone's going through this, and just know that. The other thing too, a friend of mine reminded me on the weekend, because we were doing our animal magic cards, and the gargoyle came up, which it doesn't come up very often. And I don't know if any of you remember that we talked about the gargoyle. I think I did a meditation with the gargoyle and introducing yourself to them, meeting them, feeling them. They are so protective. They're so full of light and love. So if you get a chance, just stop, do a little meditation, ask the beautiful gargoyle, the protector, the guardian, to come through, and see how you interact with that and feel with that. If I'm going away, or if I've got my something going on and I want something protected, I'm feeling a little bit weird, I'll call them in and ask them to be here and help me. So you can always call in on your gargoyles as well, guys, if you need to. Okay, so Cosmic Bear also has been feeling a big headache and don't want to do anything. Yeah, me too. I haven't had the headache, but I've had the ear ringing, and I've definitely felt a bit lazy. So it's okay. Just rest. Make sure you're drinking lots of water. You can also massage these 2 points here, your temples. I love the doTERRA oils, so I just put a little bit of easy air or a bit of peppermint on there, and that can actually help to increase your blood flow through into that aspect. If you do get a headache, also on the back of your neck, we can get really tight, and our what are they called? Our acupressure points can get blocked. So I find if the energy is a little bit blocked, you can help just by pushing particular acupuncture points. That releases it from here as well. Remember, we're releasing a lot and bringing in really new what's the word, energy. So yeah, so Cosmic Bear, again, you're not alone. Okay, Andromedan. Hi, Marie. Can you see if I have an implant? Andromedan, I think this is something that we'd need to do in a session, because it can be, it can be quite big. I've had implants, and I thought I'd got a lot of my implants, and it was when I was just thinking about this yesterday, so it's interesting you bring this up. When we were going through the really hard lockdowns, and when we had a lot of stuff being put on us, I was getting a little bit irritated, because I didn't like being told what to do. I didn't like this dictatorship. I didn't like people doing things that I didn't give permission for. And my friend and I were checking each other for implants. And he went, Marie, you've got one. It's about level 4, fifth level out in your energy field. And it's right behind you in your blind spot. And I just saw red, because I didn't get asked if I wanted that put in here. So I probably should have gone in and just sat with my higher self for a minute and asked, is this good for me? But it came up, it was my choice as to whether now it stayed there or not. So I went to blast it, to release it. We knew it had come from the Syrians, so it was probably fine. But I was just in that real phase of everyone telling us what to do and us not feeling like we had choices. And And then he said, stop. And I said, what are you talking about? He said, what were you going to do to it? I said, I was going to blast it with energy and get rid of it. And he says, no, they want to come in and get it because it's so expensive. They want to get it back first. So that was a really funny moment. So we can have implants and we can have agreed to them. So they can, and what it was for was to monitor, just to be able to see through me being here on earth what was going on. So it was almost like a little tracking device. And yeah, so Andromeda, just jump in and have a session with me because that's really quite personal doing those. Okay. Okay, so Wolf Love said yeah to what we were talking about. Beautiful. Yes, and Desiree, spiritual hygiene. This is such a good point, Desiree. Is so important right now for sure. And it is. It's that's why we had the Pegasus card. That's why integrity came up. It's actually being really truthful to ourselves. Don't try and change the world. Just look after yourself. Keep yourself clear. Make sure you're speaking your truth. Even sometimes we trick ourselves and we don't know what our real truth is. So it's spending that time with ourselves to know that. Yeah, spiritual hygiene, beautifully said. I also love saging my house and whatever, it just helps to keep the energy clear around your home. And Stephanie, great point. Do you have a pendulum? You could try asking if you do. And you can use kinesiology. You can do all sorts of things. But again, it's a very personal aspect. So yeah, great point, Stephanie. So Andromedan, just tune in and maybe just tune into yourself, tune into your oversoul, tune into your whole higher self, come into your heart and sit and listen to your own wisdom and just be specific about what you're asking for. Okay. Oh, Cosmic Bear, thank you. Your wife said today that you have a golden aura. Oh, that's so beautiful. And it was funny because in the cards we were doing before, there was a lot of gold around. And so we're all going through this too. This is actually bringing through more of Christ consciousness. And this is also about its manifestation, and it's manifesting what we truly, truly want within us. And it can sometimes come in strange ways. But thank you. That's so beautiful, Cosmic Bear. Andromedan. What is an oversoul? Really good question, Andromedan. Okay, so to me, I've actually had quite a big experience with my oversoul. I see it as being about an arm's length above my crown is my oversoul. So this to me is where we have that connection in on an energetic level to our higher self, but also to other aspects of ourselves. So the way I could understand it was I related it to a really big central train station where all the trains come in and out of. Because when I tuned in to my oversoul, this was years and years ago, I remember sort of watching where the lines went to, where did they go to? And they were very interdimensional. They were into other realms. They were into other parallel worlds and lifetimes. And I could see myself even in one of those interdimensional worlds. It was like I was this purpley green squid. But I felt my energy. I went, oh, that's me. I'm expressing myself like that. And then in another one, I was very much a light being. I was quite ethereal. And I communicated with that aspect of myself. And that aspect of me said, it's all right. You're being supported. You're being helped in your lifetime. And I know from this lifetime, I've helped other aspects of me, my soul, oversoul, through different, I was going through a process once. I went, why is this grief coming up? And someone helped me to tune into it. And it was someone that had actually, in a different time, like 16th, 17th century, their husband had gone off to get supplies and had never returned. And they were left to look after their bakery, the business. They were a baker. And they just wanted to know what happened to them. And I remember they were in the church praying. And I got told, drop a white feather next to them. And I did. And they saw it. And for that aspect of me in that lifetime, that was really helped with that resolution that, yes, he's gone. He's not here on the earth plane anymore. And I still remember I was so grief-stricken. I could feel the grief from that. So depending on whether it's interdimensional, whether it's a parallel world that's sort of different timeline, different experience. So we can all connect into our oversoul. And it's fascinating because I've had some trances with Alexis, who's a lady that does this beautiful transference healing. And she said that when your eyes are very bright and very clear, she said she knows that's your oversoul coming through with wisdom, with insights. So just some little tips about the oversoul. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I can tell you about it. Let's just pull some cards on maybe what we can do with the oversoul at this stage, and how we can work a little bit better with our own spirituality. So it's a really good question. So we don't just have 7 chakras. I hope you guys know that. So we do have more. I've even felt chakras they call them, they're like mini chakras in my hands, in my ankles, that you can feel them sometimes, especially if they're leaking. I have one leaking from my ankle, and every time I'd swim, I could feel this leak of energy, and I had to put hematite into my sock to help, because I wasn't doing this energy work back then, but I knew what it was, just didn't know what to do with it. Okay, so oversoul. Let's tune in to the oversoul. Wow. Okay. Beautiful. Yep. Okay. Perfect. So the cards that came up was the 4 of Swords. Now, this is when something's hidden. So this is when we actually can't really see what's truly going on, which is often the case with the oversoul, because things will only come through because the next card up was our 5 of Swords. And this is often when we're having a um, what's the word, fights, a little bit of conflict within ourselves, but change is needed. And then we've got our beautiful Page of Wands. So this is the wands reflect spiritual card. It's something new. So that's often when we've released that conflict, that's often when we can get our aha moments, when we can have our guidance come through very, very clearly. And that can come through that oversoul. So higher self, oversoul. Yeah, they're all just words to try and describe an incredibly beautifully complex holographic spiritual physical being. So thank you for the question. That was really beautiful. Okay. Trigirl, let's ask this question. Is it normal to yawn a lot when you're meditating? Yeah. And yawning to me has always been a way of releasing. I'm going to yawn now just from talking about it. It's very contagious. But what it's doing is shifting and changing something. It's actually releasing some energy. Some people cry, some people laugh, some people just go completely to sleep. But a lot of people will yawn, especially when I'm running the healing energy with people. They will be yawning even as we're talking before we start. So I want to yawn right now. So there's obviously something that's going to be released. Oh goodness, I can feel it coming up. So Truggle, yes, it's actually normal to meditate a lot, to yawn when you're meditating, because it is releasing something. So meditation is often just going into a still space, being receptive and allowing. Okay, and so that allowance will often let something that's subconscious or something that's within you that needs to be released to come out. God, I still feel like yawning. What have you done to me, Truggle? But yeah, card just jumped out. You're not going to believe this. This jumped out, and it is our beautiful Page of Wands. And again, this can be our oversoul or our higher self bringing through a new message in aha moment. So really take note. If you've been yawning when you're meditating, or if you've noticed you've been yawning a lot, of course we do that when we're really tired, but we're often releasing energy as well when we're tired. Just notice if not long after or during the same meditation, you actually get a little bit of an insight or a vision or an aha moment. So because that's what that card is telling us, that there will be something new that comes through for us through the spiritual wisdom that we are. So that's yeah, really good question. And yes, we can yawn a lot when we're meditating. So, all right. Oh boy, I show you a dream. I'm not quite sure what that means. All right, so Zan's got a dream. Okay, so Zan, you're at an airport waiting for your flight to Europe. It's interesting. Then, because Zan lives in Australia, then all of a sudden I'm in England, walking the cobbled streets looking for my home, but knowing I need to get to work as I can only work. Wow, that's a really we could break that up straight away. So to me, an airport means it's the potential of spirituality. So an airplane is our spiritual journey, and the airport is obviously the starting zone. So you're going to Europe. It's a really long flight for us. That can be anything up to 24 to 30 hours of flying just to get to Europe from Australia. And with England, it's the same. It's similar, 21 hours, 22 hours on a quick flight. So the fact that you're in England, the UK, So remember, Australia was founded from, well, not because our beautiful Indigenous Aboriginals, they were the first here, but the UK were the ones that came in and then took it over, England. So that's almost going back to a homeland, walking the cobbled streets. So this is old. To me, cobbled streets represent something that's older. It's in a different time zone. So there's something old, I would say, that's coming up, looking for a home. So if we look at your home as maybe being your homeland, spirituality, your soul, maybe, and walking through the cobbled streets. So it's something old to me that has actually been you're going to work on it. So this is something old that's coming up. It's going to be cleared, and that you're going to have like a new perspective, or you're going to have a new energy coming through. Let's pull cards on that though. I love these dreams. They're so much fun. Okay, let's have a look, Zan, and see what comes up for you. I better keep an eye on the time too. Okay, it's all good. We've still got time, and I'll do a reading as well today for someone. Let's just have a look first for Zan. Oh, that one's really hot, Zan. Let's see what wants to come up here. Oh, Zan. So the Nine of Swords has come up. To me, this is a worry card. So it's a dream. If you're dreaming about something, it might create a bit of worry for you, but it's unnecessary worry. Okay. Now, this is bringing through someone that's very steady, but brings through a nice emotion, but there's still hidden things in there. So it's not going to be, I don't feel this is going to be something that is a problem for you. The Hanged Man. When the Hanged Man comes up, to me, this is surrendering. It's also taking time to meditate, to go internally to get your answers. So I would suggest you meditate on this dream and connect in with your higher self, connect in with your oversoul, and see what wisdom you can have come through for you. Great dream. Thank you for sharing. So, and again, I know a lot of these archetypes, but otherwise you can look it up in a book as well and get your own understanding, guys. So, okay. So Zan, she continued. So then for 2 months, then I'm on a beach in France overlooking sailing boats go by. It seemed very futuristic. Yeah. So what I'm feeling is it was something old, but then you're moving into something new that is your future. And sailing boats, I mean, that's beautiful. That's really experiencing your emotions, but you're in a safe place if you're in a boat. So yeah, that seems really cool. Okay, let's just I love boat dreams, especially when you're watching them, because it's almost like you're observing yourself. You're observing that ability to float on your emotions, to not be affected by them. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, Ace of Swords. So Zan, that's exactly right. So what you're getting from it is truth, because when that Ace of Swords comes through for me, it means there's truth in your words, there's truth in the story that you're bringing through, and I'm also getting the hit that you're going to get more enlightenment with it. So thank you. That's really cool. Okay. Okay, so Desiree is talking about Ashanya Deans. I haven't heard of them, Desiree. So her, I'll have to have a little look at her to see what she's about. So thank you for that. Yeah, and Stephanie has commented as well. Yeah, Trigal, that could be energy clearing through you. Yes, it's a good thing. I absolutely agree. It's brilliant. Really good. It is good. Don't be alarmed about it. And maybe do some deep breaths before you go into your meditation and have the intention, or run the white light and run the violet flame, because that will help to clear your energy field before you start. So that might be a beautiful way, and open your heart, release pain. That's always a beautiful way to start your meditations, and you might find that helps, that your body then doesn't have to do the releasing through your yawning. So can you do that one for us and let us know how you go? That'd be awesome. Okay, so thank you, Andromeda. And you're saying that she wrote wrote about the voyages that had contact with the Andromedans and a different group of Andromedans. Okay, thank you. That's really cool to know. Dennis, I love fishing. Okay, let's have a look. Cosmic Bear's got a question. Okay, so the Hurricane Fiona that hit Puerto Rico this week was weather manipulated. Yeah, Cosmic Bear, it's like really interesting, isn't it? But Puerto Rico is not alone. If you get onto Dave Anik's channel, he shows all the stuff that's going on. Sri Lanka, huge stuff going on around the world. But let's have a look and see if there was some weather manipulation with that. Yeah, rather than it just being a Mother Earth moment. It's, it's happening. It's happening everywhere. They say we're in for some pretty big weather in the next few days, but you just have to stay really centered and just send out. I ask the undines, and I ask who are the water spirits, and I ask the sylphs, who are the air spirits, to work together to help clear. But you know, it's and Earth's going through we're going through a massive purification. So it's pretty traumatizing though, isn't it, when this goes on? This is what happened in Australia back in, I think it was January, February, when that whole area went down. It was massive. It didn't stop raining for so long. It was definitely weather manipulation. Let's ask about Puerto Rico. Okay. Okay. Yeah, look, it's interesting because the Empress has come up now. To me, this is it's being able to create. So it's someone that's a creator, but someone that usually brings through incredibly beautiful things. And I'm seeing this as Mother Earth. So Mother Earth has got a lot to do with stuff. The King of Cups has come up. This is emotions. This is, again, it can bring through some relief in emotion, but there is something hidden sometimes under that cloak. And then we've got our Four of Swords. So there is something that's hidden. I feel that some of this was weather manipulation, but I think a lot of this is also this huge change that's going on Mother Earth. So it's a combination again, Cosmic Bear. And it's just horrible to watch, isn't it, when you're seeing people going through that and losing their homes. And apparently there's something like 90 million people in Sri Lanka that have been displaced through these massive, massive floods. So, yeah, I'm sure Puerto Rico is just devastated as well. But we just send them all so much love, so much light, so much prayers to help them, to support them through this time. Trixie Tot had a dream. She had a dream about swimming and talking with a whale. What does that mean? Wow, Trixie, who was it last week that talked about the orca? So and connecting in with that orca. So swimming and talking with a whale. Well, whales to me are all about codes, DNA. They actually help to activate the grid lines of the earth. Dolphins and whales, when they're swimming, they sort of follow song lines. But I'm going to look it up for you again. I can't remember if I looked this up last week. Gosh, it was fantastic, that dream last week as well. So let's have a look and see. Whale. Whale in here says emotional power, perception, intuition. A whale of an opportunity is coming. So the fact you were talking with that whale, to me, would say that you are connecting in with your intuition, connecting to your higher self, and ask for guidance, because it sounds like there is an opportunity coming for you. Something's changing, because when it's codes and DNA as well, there's definitely something changing. And if you're swimming, it means you're swimming through an emotional aspect of yourself. So something could happen even on an emotional level that changes your whole perspective. And let's just pull some cards on that for you, shall we? So, oops, and then we'll do our reading. Oh my God, we're nearly there. We'll do our reading. Gosh, guys, sorry. This has gone so fast, and you've got such great dreams and questions. Okay. Yeah. So something that's broken your heart in the past, something that's really caused a lot of pain, is going to shift, because the Four of Cups has come up. So this is offering you something. I would definitely do a meditation on connecting in with your higher self. I love this, because the Nine of Cups has come up, and this is something you've always desired or wanted or choose to experience, and it emotionally will be very satisfying for you. So you're going to have a change definitely coming through, Trixie. So, and Trixie, let me know how Blue's going. Blue's Trixie's beautiful dog that's got lymphoma. So we did a session with Blue. So send lots of love and light to Blue as well for Trixie. Okay, let's have a look. Oh my God, there's so many questions. Guys, we've run out of time. How about I might start doing these little sessions maybe on a Thursday night your time and a Friday my time, just once a week, so we can still keep talking about the dreams and all the questions that come from that. So if you'd like that, let me know, and I'll just start setting them up for us. But I love doing, well, Elisa's amazing. I want to do it with Elisa still twice a week. So I'm really happy to just do a little extra one if you like around the dreams, because there seems to be a lot of questions with that. Right. Let's throw some, let's do 888. You all seem to know 888. Let's pop 888 in. Whoever wants a reading, throw it in and we'll do a reading for you guys. And then we might be able to do one more question, but it could be time to go. So throw your 888s in if you'd like to have a personal reading, and I'll just pick up on one. Kathy's on board now too. Hi, Kathy. All right, where are we up to? Let's just see. Oh, Dennis, you're hilarious. We're just going through. No, thank you. Okay. Space Cadet Lottie's on board as well. Hello. All right, I'm just gonna do like a swing. I'm just gonna that and see who comes up. Oh my goodness, it's Trixie Tot. Trixie, have I done you before? Just let me know. But you just stood out then. Doesn't matter. Let's. Well, we've sort of just done you anyway, haven't we? With that dream, I feel that you're something is going to come into fruition. So all right, Sasha, you're the last one on my list, so that's where I'm going. Sasha. So Sasha, I'm just going to tune in. Oh, Trixie, I haven't done you. Okay, so that's all right. I'll do you. I'll do you after Sasha. Let's just do 2 today. You're lucky. So I'm going to do Sasha first. So Sasha, what I'm going to do is just tune in to you. You're through my higher self to your higher self, and just ask if there's anything of relevance and importance that you need to know at the moment that might help you to make some decisions or to guide you with something that's going on. Okay, so I'm just going to pull some cards for you. I'm already starting to get a few little images. So we'll just see. So let's just pull Sasha up. Where are you? Where have you gone? Okay, so Sasha. Right. Doing some cards for you. Okay, so Sasha, the image I got, it was really interesting. It was like one aspect of you has been busy. I've got to do this. Another aspect of you has been just a little bit sad. Maybe I don't know if that's the case, or something's made you just feel a little bit sad. But the Knight of Cups has come up, so this is an emotional bringing you an emotional message. Knight of Cups, yeah. So something's going to come to you that's going to help you to maybe start to feel a little bit brighter. So yeah, because the Four of Swords, it's like there's something hidden within yourself that is coming up to be released, but it's almost like you need to take a little bit of time out just to sit and just to nurture yourself. Okay, Four of Wands. So you're going to be coming into a really beautiful part of your life, because the Four of Wands to me is creating a beautiful home, creating a beautiful environment, and that can even be an environment where you just feel really happy within yourself and there's joy and celebration. So Queen of Wands, I love it when this card comes up for people. To me, this is a beautiful, trustworthy, a strong feminine aspect and the intuition. So I'm really getting strongly that it would really be helpful for you just to stop, take a breather, get yourself reset, because it's going to happen for you really fast. Eight of Wands doesn't come up often. This is a really message is going to come through very quickly, or something's going to change very quickly for you. So don't worry too much, Judgment card. You're going to get some insights, or you're going to get some something be shown to you that's going to actually bring you into a state of more awareness. So it's really good, really positive cards. So I hope that makes sense. So if you've been feeling a bit flat, or you've just been feeling a little bit sad and maybe working a bit too hard at the same time, just take a bit of time out, because things are going to shift for you. So yeah, that's all I was getting for you. So hopefully that's helpful. Okay, and we're gonna do a beautiful Trixie Trot, and she said nope, so we'll put that up there. Okay, Trixie, let's just have a look. Tuning in, clearing the energy, tuning into your higher self. Okay. Yeah. So Trixie, straight away, I've seen you almost in nature. So I'm not sure if you've been spending a little bit more time in your garden, or, taking some time out for yourself. Okay, so Eight of Pentacles has come up. So you've been working on something. So whether you've been working on yourself and actually doing, yes, you have, I think, because the Queen of Cups has come up. This is someone that's contemplating their emotional aspect, where they're at. So you've actually been doing work on yourself, which is really great, but nature is coming up for you. King of Cups. again, something really beautiful will come through that's emotional, but it's still hidden at the moment. And I really feel nature is going to be, um, yeah, be helpful for you because the Empress has come up. So to me, again, when the Empress comes up, she's a creator, she's a manifester. She brings through beauty, love, joy. And look at the background, it's trees, there's grass under her feet. So just spend more time in nature if you haven't been doing that already. It'll help clear your head. It'll help you to clear and help you make decisions. Okay. So, but as we said, there's an opportunity coming for you. It's still hidden, Four of Swords. So something's hidden from you at the moment, but just keep doing your work, keep doing what you're doing, clearing yourself, spending time in nature because that opportunity, that whale that came through with your dream definitely is bringing an opportunity. But meanwhile, take the time to actually look after you and to allow whatever's hidden to come up. Okay. So, but it will come through for you. So yeah, so there you go, guys. I hope that's helpful. It's usually I usually like to do it in where we're at the moment to help us to then move forward. So let's just have a quick. I've missed a lot of the questions. But put them in. Maybe we can put them in for next week. Dennis, great question, and we're going to finish on this because we're going to ask Jasper to have a little chat with us. Oh, thanks, Sash. Yeah, you're saying that does resonate with me. I had to take the day off today from the farm I volunteer on, but I got to enjoy my first homegrown watermelon. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, everything's going to be okay, Sasha. Just take time out. Perfect. You've done it exactly right. Does Jasper dream? Okay, let's tune in and ask Jasper if he dreams. So what Jasper's telling me is he creates dreams. He dreams in the way of manifestation. He dreams in the way of connecting. So it's not like we go to sleep and dream. Jasper is the energy, the frequency, the beings from Jasper are always in that state. And he's saying to me, it's almost like I'm dreaming when I come in to communicate with you and with all your beautiful people here. So Dennis, his dreaming is almost reversed to what we do. So because he's a consciousness and he's a beautiful frequency, he's multidimensional, yeah, can be everywhere, anywhere. And his dreaming is actually when he's coming in and we're connecting into him and he's coming into tangible form. That's his way of dreaming. So that's really, isn't that interesting? It's like reverse to what we do. So I'm just going to tune in to see if Jasper's got a question for us. So Jasper, do you have anything you want to tell us that's going on, whether it's energetically, physically on the earth? Okay. Okay. It's really fascinating. He's showing me what you guys would call a tornado. We call it a cyclone, but your hurricane or tornadoes. Um, and he's showing me like that funnel that you see coming up. And what he said is we're being energetically, the earth, the humans, everything is being energetically cleared, and it can leave some trauma and destruction. But he said it's very specific. So where it's going and what it's doing, whether it's physical, whether it's energetic, whether it's through our political system, our financial system, it's actually clearing things out specifically. And he said it's all, I'm going to cry. He said it's all orchestrated by God. Oh, that's just brought real tears to my eyes because I know that what he's showing me and what he's saying is truth. So have faith that you're safe. Have faith that you're always going to be in the right place at the right time. Connect into your own God aspect, your beautiful higher self, your divine presence. And I love you all. Jasper loves you all. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm pretty sure Elisa's back next week. But if not, we'll do another Wednesday. And then I might start doing the Friday mornings because these are really fun. And it's so nice just to be able to chat about different things on that level. So love you all. See you guys.